What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back to It's Officially Mike. We tell stories on here. We talk about life experiences. We talk about things that are happening in the world. And just, we just share. We just talk about life. And that's why I'm here. And that's what I want to do. And today, guys, I have a very interesting topic. Today, we are talking about that hantavirus. Or the hantavirus? Am I even saying that right? This thing is kind of scary. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting a little bit worried about it. Not sure exactly what's going to happen, but in today's video, I'm going to talk about what it is, and then I'm going to talk about what happened on that cruise ship, because I'm sure all of you guys have heard about it. And this is information I am currently pulling from Google. So as you can imagine, a lot of this is going to be just read and not from the top of my head. And I do apologize. I know you guys just like people ranting. Some people enjoy that. But I do not know enough about this virus to just give you all that information right off the top of my head. And I do apologize. So let's dive into it, shall we? So this hantavirus is a rare but severe and often deadly virus that is transmitted into humans primarily through contact with urine, droppings, or saliva of infected rodents. It causes severe respiratory failure in the Americas or kidney disease. Okay, what? In the America, I'm reading this weird like. I don't know why it says that like that. In other parts of the world, the virus is not highly contagious between people, with the exceptions of the Andes virus strain. All right, that's the AI overview, and I don't always like the AI overview, but yeah, it's pretty serious. And some of the symptoms are having a fever, muscle aches, which usually are in the thighs, hips, and back, extreme fatigue, dizziness, and abdominal issues involving nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. Severity of it, 4 to 10 days later, symptoms can progress to severe breathing difficulties as lungs fill with fluid. Oh, that is scary. That is terrifying. I definitely don't want to get this. The mortality is in the Americas. HPS can have a mortality rate of up to 50% of certain strains. I wish I did not know that, because last I knew it was 40%, but you know what I mean. Here on Google, they're saying 50. So 5 out of 10 people are more than likely to pass away due to this virus. This is going to be some information about the cruise line and how it started, all that kind of stuff. And again, guys, I'm reading this off the internet, all right? This is not off the top of my head. This is strictly from the internet, CNN Health, and hopefully it's reliable and accurate information. So 18 people who were bound for the U.S. were among the dozens of passengers who disembarked the cruise ship at the center of a hantavirus outbreak on Sunday. The ship docked in Tenerife, Canary Islands for a carefully managed operation, evacuating passengers and escorting them to flights arranged by multiple nations. More evacuations will take place on Monday, so this is already... oh wait, maybe it was super recent. Maybe it was this week then. One French passenger showed symptoms while flying home, and all 5 evacuees on the flight will enter isolation protocols. The country's prime minister said passengers had been screened on the ship Sunday morning and were all asymptomatic at the time, according to Spanish health authorities. Since the vessel departed in Argentina last month, the deaths of 3 people have been linked to hantavirus, a rare disease typically caused for exposure to infected rats' urine or feces. It still remains a low risk to the general public, though, according to the World Health Organization, and health officials have emphasized how the virus differs from COVID-19. The first day of evacuations from the cruise ship at the center of a hantavirus outbreak has concluded on Tenerife in Spain's Canary Islands. Spanish Health Minister Monica Garcia said at a news conference at the port on Sunday. A total of 94 people of 19 nationalities disembarked from the MV Hondias, with Garcia saying the operation went according to plan. I don't really exactly know what that means. Hopefully everything went smoothly with maintaining the passengers and having them kind of isolate each other, stay away from each other. Quarantine is the word. That's the word I'm looking for. I know it's been 6 years since COVID, and we kind of forgot about quarantining, but, that still is a thing. All right, so my thoughts and opinions on this. So diving into this virus, guys, it is a pretty serious one. I don't know if it's going to spread. I don't know if it's going to spread throughout the country, and I really hope that it doesn't, because this is terrifying, ladies and gentlemen. This is scary. I feel like that this virus is seriously, it's worse than COVID-19. I think it's definitely something that we should be mindful of and still like pay attention to the news and see what's going on. Make sure we're getting accurate information though, because I know not all sources are going to be credible. But I'm telling you right now, keep your eyes open on this thing because we don't know what's going to happen. But the good thing I can say is they actually started taking care of this virus, like maintaining it and going through safety protocols early on, you know what I mean? Like, we caught the virus, you know. Well, we didn't catch it, but I don't think anybody wants to catch that damn thing. But you know what I mean? Like, we're actually maintaining it to start off with, and I think the right precautions are being put into place. And I could be wrong. Maybe this is all just BS and the headlines to make news, you know what I mean? But, you know, I really do hope that this doesn't get serious. Apparently, from what I heard, it's already in several states, and that's just terrifying. That's absolutely terrifying. And I don't remember the states. I think it was like California, Texas, one of the Carolinas, and then one other one, I think. I could be totally wrong. You'll have to look it up online. I don't want to be that source that gives you the wrong information because I'm not like a news station. I'm not a reporter. I don't do any of that stuff. We're just talking about this topic today because it is in the headlines and it is freaking scary. It's freaking creepy. And again, I'm not trying to scare. I'm not trying to, strike fear into you guys, but just be mindful of this virus and what could potentially happen, stay safe. Try not to be too close to people constantly because we know that COVID spreaded like crazy amongst the U.S. Like hundreds of thousands of people are getting this illness, and I don't want this one to spread. Please be mindful. All right, if you're going out in public, wash your hands. I'm not saying you have to wear gloves and a face mask everywhere because that would be crazy and nobody wants to go through all that again. No, who does? You know what I mean? And it may come down to that, but at least keep your hygiene up, guys. Seriously, I'm not trying to be like y'all are dirty, but I'm just trying to remind you that hey, wash your hands and keep yourself clean. And, stay alert because you never know what's going to happen. Like, I don't want to go through this again. I don't want to go through having a virus spreading throughout America, or the whole planet. I really do hope that they quarantined all these people properly and kept them away from the general public long enough to know who is sick, who has it, and who doesn't have it. You know what I mean? Like, the people that do have it, I hope they just quarantined them, kept them away. And it sucks. It's scary. And unfortunately, people are passing away from this. Nobody deserves that. But you know what I mean? It's better than infecting the rest of this planet and letting another disease absolutely spread everywhere. So please, guys, stay safe. Be smart about what you're doing, the things that you're touching out in public, where you're going. I can tell you right now, I am not hopping on a plane ever. I am not getting on a cruise ever, or a boat, ship, buses, trains, any of that stuff where you're traveling with a bunch of other people. I just don't want to do it. I don't even like going to the grocery store. All right. I hate being surrounded by millions of people. You know what I mean? It's insane. And it's just because part of it's because of my anxiety. But now with all of these viruses and these illnesses, now I worry about getting sick too. You know what I mean? I don't want a grocery store trip to turn into the end of my life. That would be pretty messed up, and that's not fair, and nobody wants to live like that. And unfortunately, that's what happened here with this cruise line. People went on cruise. They went on vacation, probably hardworking people that, were trying to enjoy their life and enjoy something, and their cruise turned into an absolute nightmare. And that's a shame. It's a damn shame that people have to worry about this stuff. So stay safe, ladies and gentlemen. Stay safe out there and take care of each other. I just want to thank all you guys so much for being in here. I really do appreciate it. You guys have been nothing but awesome. You guys have been doing great watching these videos and showing support and hitting that subscribe button. I do appreciate that. To all the newer people, welcome on in. You guys have been killing it. Thank you all so much. And with that said, drop a like on the video if you did enjoy it. My social media links are going to be listed down below. If you want to follow me on any of my socials, you don't have to, but I would really appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button, guys. That'd be hella appreciated. Seriously. Let's keep growing. We're on the road to 100. Almost there. And as always, stay rad, stay positive, and peace out. Oh, and seriously, guys, stay safe.